So NXT opens up with Mandy motherfucking Rose, JC Jane, and somebody else. I'm sorry, I forgot. I don't know which one JC Jane one of them is, but I don't know which one's which. Anyways, the three of them come out, and basically the tag team champions were like, "Whoa, we're gonna face Indy and Persia at Vengeance, which is in 2 weeks, which is NXT's pay-per-view." And they were the orange haired girl was basically saying she was gonna kill Indian Persia, which I was like, girl, that's a bit too far, but okay, girl. Um, is it only me who thinks she looks like Becky Lynch, but sounds so much like Ruby Riott? Anyways, at Vengeance Day, it's gonna be Indian Persia versus Toxic Attraction. Do I care? Not really, but I'll take it for what it is. Hopefully, it's a decent match. To be honest, I don't really care for Toxic Attraction. I mean, when they first came out, I was like, "Ooh, yeah, something new, something fresh." But they've been champion for like nearly 100 days, and they've only defended it one time. And that feud with Persia and Indy isn't really a feud. It's just them saying, "Oh, I'm going to kill you at Vengeance Day," and that's that on that. Like literally, Indy and Persia were on the show later on, and they were talking about niggas. They were talking about men. Like they don't really. It doesn't feel like an important match. I don't care. I mean, they have the tag team Dusty Bitches Classic tournament going on, but like I don't know. I don't really care about the tag team division in NXT at the moment because there's not really any established stars to carry the NXT tag team division. I just don't care about any of them. So next what happened on NXT was Kaylee Ray came out like a bitch on crack and had a bat in her hand and was basically threatening to swing it at everyone. Mandy was like, "Girl, put that bat down and we can talk just one on one." So Kaylee put the bat down and she walked into the ring and they met each other face to face. And basically, Kaylee Ray was talking about, "I'm the longest reigning champion in modern era history. I held the championship for 649 days." But it's like, bitch, you were champion for 649 days. You defended it only like 4 or 5 times. And the only reason you were champion for 649 days was because of COVID. Literally, you were not performing at all for like 6 months. So what are you talking about? We should cut all the days that you weren't working off of your championship reign. Because if we did, you'd probably only be champion for 26 days. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And then Kaylee Ray basically drags Mandy talking about, "You have no career. The only thing people remember about your career is you slipping on your ass at WrestleMania and sucking on Otis's dick." That's basically what she said. And I was like, "Ooh, let's see." But it's true. But even I forgot about that slip at WrestleMania, and I forgot that she was on her knees sucking on Otis's dick. Like, that's how much Mandy Rose is so insignificant in WWE. That's how much I don't give a shit about her. I mean, it sounds mean, but like, girl, ugh. And then Mandy Rose decides to brag about her accomplishments, question mark. What she basically says is, "I have been on covers of magazines. I've won a most, I don't know, a bodybuilding competition. And that's that on that. Girl, sweetie, you're in a WWE ring talking about you were on, I don't know, some magazine that no one even heard of. You know, probably one of those magazines that are at like a dentist office. You know, the ones that the dentists leave on like a table. So when the customers, are waiting to get their teeth fixed, they just pick up a magazine or something. You are on one of those, sweetie, and you're really bragging about that and talking about that as your accomplishment. And nowhere did she say, "Oh, I'm the NXT Women's Champion and I've had an incredible reign," because she can't say that. You've had a terrible, shitty, terrible ass reign. And it's because you have no character. You have no charisma. You know, when Mandy came in to NXT 2.0, I was kind of excited. I was like, "Yo, this is something new. This is something different." But since becoming champion, she hasn't done anything. And she talks about nothing in her promos. Like, literally. And I think the reason why I don't like Mandy as champion is because there's no dream matches that can happen with her as champion. Like, You can never, you can, I, no wrestling fan has a dream match and it includes Mandy Rose. My dream match is not Mandy Rose versus Charlotte Flair. My dream match is not Mandy Rose versus Sasha Banks. My dream match is not Mandy Rose versus Trish Stratus, because I know those matches would be ass. I know they'd be booty hole. I don't care about Mandy Rose. I don't care about her as champion. And at Vengeance in 2 weeks, I hope Kaylee Ray takes the title from her. And then Mandy goes back to the main roster and goes back to the pre-show where she belongs. So for the past few weeks, Cora Jade has been begging on her hands and knees for Raquel to be her partner for the Dusty Rhodes Classic, which I understand because Raquel is like a huge force, so why wouldn't you want her to be on your team? So anyways, Kaylee Ray and Raquel face each other. First things first, why the hell was Raquel dressed as Billy Ray Cyrus? Why she looked like she was about to go to a farm, pick some hay, milk a cow? I don't know what's going on with her gears, but baby mama, you gotta fix it. And before the match, there was a promo. And Raquel met up with Cora and just started speaking to her in Spanish. And I'm just like, why are you speaking Spanish, bitch? Like, it was very cringy. Like, nothing about Raquel's character gives me Espanol vibes. So, like, why are you speaking Spanish? And it's like, she doesn't just speak Spanish. See, she speaks English and then she throws a random word in there as Spanish. She'll be like, oh, Chiquita, you want to go? Oh, like, you stupid bitch. You fucking look like a fucking Chiquita. Like, girl, just speak Spanish or speak English. Stop doing the whole, I don't know. It's just too much. It's lame. And then Cora Jade, I really want to have like a quick rant about her. I don't really care for her character. Like, I don't understand it. I know they're trying to make her an underdog, but like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel natural with her. Like, I don't know. Her walking around with a skateboard. Like, why are you walking around with a skateboard? Why are you skating? It's a WWE ring. I don't see the point in that. And also her just try them NXT trying to make her into this big underdog is just giving me bootleg Bailey hugger vibes. And I don't know what it is. Bailey was just so natural with it, but Cora just isn't really a natural babyface to me. I'm not feeling it. I don't know. Anyways, Raquel and Cora face off, and it was a good match. Like, genuinely, this match was better than Becky Lynch versus Doo Doo Drop. Like, that this match was better than that one. When I tell you Cora was destroyed, like, Raquel was really in her cock destroyer like moments. Like, she was slinging her around, picking her up, dragging her up and down. Like, Raquel is a star. When I tell you Raquel, I can see her as a world champion. She just needs to get her character together. She needs to get her mic skills together, and she needs to move up to the main roster. Why is she still in NXT? What is there for her to do? You have nothing planned for her, so now she's just going to be in the Dusty Rhodes Classic again when she was already in there and won last year. I don't understand. Like, she can easily go up to SmackDown and face Charlotte, since Charlotte has no one to face, since Charlotte's being a lazy ass hoe and spreading her legs up to the air with Andrade between them, probably Ric Flair too. I don't know. Charlotte, she look a little kinky to me, girl. That's my girl. You know I love a kinky bitch. Like, honestly, Raquel just needs to go to the main roster. I'm just sick of her in NXT. Like, go. But the match was good. Raquel defeats Cora. But what happens is, at the end of the match, Raquel, like, gives Cora, like, her hand and basically was accepting to be her partner in the Dusty Bitches Classic. But I'm just like, why do you want her as your partner? You just beat her and you're so good. Why would you want to be in a partnership again? Especially since you used to be in a tag team with Dakota Kai and she was always getting pinned and making you guys lose. So why would you want to be in a tag team again, especially after you've been a huge solo star in NXT? Like, I don't understand. But okay, NXT. Okay, Vince McMahon. Okay, Triple H. Okay. Kaylee Ray abducts toxic attraction. Bitch, where's the police? If somebody don't get her arrested ASAP, like, girl. So Ray had a match with this mystery woman. I call her bootleg Tegan Knox because they had the same exact face. But honestly, the commentators never said her name, so I don't know who she is. So Ray faced her. So Ray is a great wrestler. She's just really boring. I just don't care about her character. The thing is, like, because she is foreign, she can't speak well on the mic. So it's WWE's job to give her a compelling character that she can easily express with movements so we can connect to her. But I just don't give a shit about Saray. Like, she's not an Io Shirai, she's not an Oscar, she's not a Kyrie. It's just she's not interesting. Like, she's not interesting to look at. She's not interesting. I mean, in the ring, she's talented, but it's just like everyone's talented now in WWE. You have to be somewhat unique. But with her, she's just very generic and boring. But I think she has potential. I don't know. So I don't care. Wendy Chu versus Amari. Both of these women are talented, but when I tell you Amari is the next NXT Women's Champion, when I tell you girl is talented, she is the definition of black excellence, black girl magic. Like, genuinely, I'm very proud of her, and I see her doing incredible things in the company if they don't release her. But anyways, Amari, all she needs is just a character. She just needs a good, compelling character, and then girl can go. Like, seriously, she has charisma. She's so good in the ring. She's constantly improving. Like, genuinely, she's doing so well. Wendy Chu is actually really talented. I just don't feel her character. Like, yeah, it's funny. Yes, it's very meme worthy, but it's not really serious to me. Like, I just take it as a joke. But yeah. So Wendy pinned Amari after hitting a clothesline. Um Girl, that's like Trish Stratus. No, like Victoria when she pinned Trish Stratus with a suplex. Like, girl, a clothesline, that's your finisher, girl. Okay, Wendy, Chu. Um, but what's her name? Tiffany Stratton came out and gave Amari her credit card. I don't know what that was about, but okay, girl. So Nikita basically had like a vignette of introducing herself. This vignette, she was basically just reading herself. She called her mama a groupie, said her basically insinuated her daddy was a drug addict. She told the whole world that she's trailer trash. And then, girl, she tried to rap, but she failed. I don't know if she necessarily belongs in a WWE ring. I feel like she's more suited to being on Love and Hip Hop. Um, because you know all the people on there can't rap, can't sing, have no talent, just like her. So yeah, when I heard her rap, I was like, "Girl, what is this? No, ma'am, she can't rap, she can't sing. I bet you she can't dance. Just this stereotypical light skin. The bar is in hell when it comes to talent. So So Saray has a backstage interview and she dedicates her win to her grandmother. I don't know why we're talking about her grandmother. Like, she says that her grandmother inspired her character because her grandmother always told her to reach for the sun or something. And then Dakota basically comes out and says, "Fuck your grandmother. She lied." And you should remember that the sun always sets. First and first, Dakota, why is you still here? You ain't supposed to go here. If you don't go on the main roster or something, like, what are you doing in NXT still? You have been in NXT for like 10 years. Can you go? You have nothing left to do. You have no one to face. You're tired. Go to the main roster, girl. I know you scared because, on the main roster, they be chopping hoes up like steaks, just getting rid of the fat. But, girl, you gotta go. I'm sorry. It's just so tired you still being there. Saray, I really don't care about Saray. Honestly, when I was listening to this promo, I was going in and out. Like, girl, I don't give a fuck about your grandmama. I don't give a fuck about you. I was just tired. So, Kaylee Ray pours spaghetti on Mandy Rose, and then Mandy Rose falls to the ground and just wipes the spaghetti on the floor. I don't know if she thought she was a janitor or something, but girl, she just did that for like 5 minutes. Then she runs to the ring. Kaylee Ray chases her and says that I want a match next week for the title instead of waiting for vengeance. And Mandy was just like, okay, if you get that goddamn bat out my face, then you can have your match. So Kaylee Ray threw the bat away, but then hit her with a super kick and then hit her with a KLR bomb. I know that next week is going to end in a disqualification, so we're probably still going to get the match of vengeance. Hopefully, Kaylee Ray wins and we can all move on from this mess and forget that Mandy exists. Well, thank you for watching my NXT review. It was so nice having you here. Bye.